Hello, everybody, and welcome to your daily lighting critique. I wanted to start off by highlighting Theo here. So Theo did, this was the original submission. This is the update. This is going to be my poster child for today of how putting yourself out there and putting your work out there and listening to me yammer around about it and listening to the feedback from your peers and actually making adjustments can really help your work. And I know it's hard and it's scary to put your work out there and to put yourself out for critique, but I promise you that every artist gets better as a result of the process, and it really, really is essential in the growth and development and developing your eye and all the things that we're trying to do here. So Theo, this is I'll start with with your image. I think this looks great. I think there's like a couple little things that we can do. I was looking at this a little more. I'm wondering if you have an ambient occlusion pass, I think it might be a good idea to try and get a little bit of ambient occlusion from this hat onto his head. There's a little bit of like a separation in there, and then seeing if we can work just a little bit more blue speck in here. But that's really about it, man. So I think it's really, really looking great. I think it's a really strong piece. I think that the improvement that you've made over it is astounding, and you should be really proud of yourself. So it's just a really good baseline for your future projects and to growing and going from there. Do you guys see anything else that you would suggest he tweaks about this?
Maybe a little bit of ambient occlusion on the hand or the claw, whatever it is.
Oh, against his head? Yeah.
No, on the other one.
Oh, both places then.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing that like both of them have a little bit of like this rim on it that would be occluded by. That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Both of them, yes.
Yeah, good call.
But everything else looks awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it's a worm, and the handle that is spear that is holding, I don't know why, but it's feeling cold. I'm not sure if it's intentional.
Do you think so it's meant to be like the warm light from the off-camera lamp? Do you feel like that kind of mixture of warm and cool is too much?
I like it. I feel just the ball, like the reflection is a white.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Looks like the right way is coming from the right, but it's still cold.
That's a good point too. Yeah. So this little specular highlight right there, you're right. That should be warmer because it's reflecting the bright, warm light that's coming in. Very good call.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I haven't played too much with this model because I've just put it in my distance, far away, so I haven't really played with how the stuff works. But shouldn't his belt buckle, or the whatever he's holding, I think there's a belt buckle or something, shouldn't that be more in shadow if the light is hitting his wing?
Like when you say
it's actually your cane, right?
Wait, when you say belt buckle, like down here?
The little orb thing, yeah. No, the up above, the orb thing you guys were talking about.
Oh, this?
Like that?
Yeah.
Because if the light is hitting his wing, wouldn't it be a little darker on that?
I think...
I know the wing's supposed to be translucent. I'm just kind of confused there.
I think it's actually out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think... Because I can see the shadow... Like, here's the edge of the wing, and I see the shadow from it, like, here. Like, just to the right of it. And I think the light... So I think actually I'd have to look again, but I think the hand might be out a little bit more. I'm willing to believe it just so I can see that connection a little bit more with the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's a cane,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, that's the cane.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's cane, so it's kind of out from away from his body a little bit.
Now,
Okay.
Now that we're talking about the little orb there, maybe it should be not that blue because of the warm light hitting it also. I don't know.
That one, let's try just warming up the specular highlight. I think the blue might be okay. I think that just might be the hero color of it. Mm-hmm. So I think that might be okay. I'm okay with it because I think it looks kind of cool. I'm willing to forgive a lot if something looks cool. You know what I mean? All right, cool. I want to hop over into Jeff's because Jeff actually posted this like on Friday. It was just after the critique, so I wanted to make sure to get to this one pretty early. So I think been a while since I looked at this set. Let me think. I feel like we could probably even go brighter inside the house. Kind of overall. Like, I almost want to take this whole thing. Like, in terms of, like, tonality-wise? I think it can all get a little warmer, a little brighter inside of there. And then... And then on the individual characters, I feel like they're getting a little bit too warm. It's going to be tough to do it through this, but... I think the characters themselves can get a little less warm saturated too. Like, their skin is pretty candy coated. And then... Again, this guy's eye always gets me.
Yeah.
Because that almost looks like it's like an inner glow because it's not facing this wall. It just feels like this eye would be a lot darker. Unless there was light, unless there was something like making it glow, then it would be bright. Then it would be brighter and need to shine out a little bit. Like you'd see the light kind of shining on the edges of this and kind of like spilling onto the ground here. So I would say either make it emit light or make it darker, so kind of reflecting the light coming in through the window.
Maybe that's the light that the girl is getting from the eye.
Like from the front of her? Maybe. I just don't, like, I feel like it's more, like all the light's more from here than it is actually from this eye. Mostly because, like, I don't see it around the edge. Yeah, like it's not localized enough for it to be that close. I think I just shifted her over a little bit.
If the eye was emitting light, then the frame around the eye would be lit, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know why it's bugging me. I can't get that lined up. There we go. Close. There we go. Yeah. So we got that coming down. I wonder if these flowers have an interesting read on them where they're actually, let me take the stuff that I did down. So they're actually like brighter underneath than they are on top. It's just interesting there. I would expect, again, the majority of the light be coming from the window, and they would be darker on this back side. But just something to look out for there. And then the droplets, they're almost like too perfect. I'd have to look into this a little more. But like if I'm just like looking up here at the top, they just look like they're kind of like pasted on top of the image as opposed to actually stuck to the window. And I'm not 100% sure why. I think you should find some reference of water droplets on windows, because it might just be that there's like, the droplets are fine. It might just be that there's more streaking on the window that's being missed. Like these, because like these droplets don't just like happen. They start and then they kind of like sprinkle down. So we're kind of missing that cascading of droplet effect.
Also, I think there should be droplets on the frame of the window, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like all that stuff should feel wet too. Yeah, like the bricks should be a little shinier and stuff. Yeah, all right, cool. I think that's a good bit to go on for the next iteration. And while we're in here, I'll finish off. We'll do cats, unless she's got another update for us. Just kidding.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna miss
For
this.
now.
I'm gonna
I'm
miss
kidding.
the sword. To be clear, I'm gonna miss the sword in bed.
I know. I'm sorry. It had to go away eventually. Maybe I'll just prop him up somewhere in the room just for you.
There you go. I like how we're getting darkness on this side of the room. It's really allowing us to kind of focus in here. I think that we could go darker even back behind the lamps from this angle. Just maybe we can just pretend. Let's see.
Well, that's funny because it was darker and I made it lighter because I thought it looked too dark.
No, I think it's okay. It looks good on this one. It's just here from a compositional standpoint. Like it's my eyes slipping up here. It might just be a matter of putting that out of focus a little bit.
Okay,
If
I can do that.
Um,
I added the green that you were talking about to make it look more like bad stuff's about to happen, and the purple light. Since we were talking about maybe adding something that looked like the hotel room sign outside.
You know what? Yeah. Green is nice. I'm wondering. It's this one angle, but like, because I'm looking, and it's like we've got these strong lights here next to the bed, and then we've also got this strong light coming in through the window, and they're just kind of competing a little bit.
Right.
It almost feels like. We should go darker outside and like really just let these lights do the work.
Okay.
Of a light. What do you think of that?
Well, I've been messing around in Unreal because I'm not using ray tracing. This is just basically all dynamic lights. So you kind of fake ray traced bounce light with this thing called a skylight, and that will give you all the fill light. And that's but I turned green, but I can change the intensity of that. So if you think the green is okay, I can probably turn down the outside light and mess with it a little bit, because I've been trying to figure out too if maybe the lamps are too bright, or because I can't figure out, something still seems off and I'm not sure what it is. So I can turn down outside maybe to make it and that's what happened too, is I made the windows more opaque so it would show more of the purple, so that makes more of the outside look brighter, so that might be some of it too. So I can mess with that a little bit.
Yeah, I just think like compositionally, I think it'd just be better if like, because then these lights could even go possibly brighter on the interior there, and then it could just be about like bright. Because what I was seeing was like in this shot, we get a little bit of the influence on her from the outside the window. Right. I like the darkness. Like I like because what happens is, and this happens a lot in games, is that if you give like data in the like, because they just need to make sure that the character can see when they go wherever,
right?
That there isn't enough kind of focused attention in one area and letting things go into darkness. I mean, some games do it, but like letting things go into darkness to allow you to really focus in. And also, like, sometimes the darkness can be your best friend, because like if you don't have a lot of detail in a certain area, just like have it go into darkness, just like picking up a little bit in there, just to kind of suggest and let people's brain do the work and fill in the gaps of some detail stuff. So that's what I think we should give it the next try.
Okay, so if I make it darker outside, do you still want to see the purple on the window so you know where the purple is coming from, or is that not going to matter too much?
I think we should take off these God rays for now. I think we should take down the look outside the window, but kind of keep a little bit of the purple color coming in through the window, just like a little.
Okay,
bit.
so okay. I can do that.
Yeah. Let's give that a try.
Cool.
All right, let's hop over into Andre. You've got a couple updates on these. I haven't seen these in a while. So this is the previous version. This update. Yeah. This is a tough shot. Let's talk through. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but let's talk through what you've. Let's play first.
My boyfriend thinks I'm fat, and I can't eat in front of him. I can't eat in front of you. I have to go to the bathroom.
I don't think you're fat. I don't think she's fat.
All right. Nice long shot. All right.
Yeah.
So talk through what you're thinking, what you're got going on.
Well, let me see. The last comments I had from you were to make the screens more glowy. The screens on on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Fix the texture on the two screens on the center and the right.
Mm-hmm.
Make more like lighting pockets around
Mm-hmm.
instead of all around, and make the popcorn machine light hit the guy a little brighter.
Cool.
I realized that I didn't. I realized that I didn't realize
Mm-hmm.
that she crosses the light with her head, so I need to fix that.
Yeah, that stuff comes up. Like, like you're like, oh, I didn't realize that she like crossed it with her head. And there's like another point when he, like, as they're, like, it's nice because if you watch, like, he comes in the light, and then he slips in the darkness, and she steps in the light. That's really cool. But then, yeah, you're right. Like, you do see the light kind of creep in there.
Yeah.
But that setup is really really cool. So I'm liking the movie posters. They look a lot better. I don't know if this will be close to where we end up with it, but I think the biggest thing is, and I do like the pockets of light. I think those are going to work a lot better. The key is like, okay, like that light there, like you want that to hit his face a little bit more. So I think we can scoot that one over a little bit.
I'm sorry, which light?
Oh, I'm looking at the guy on the screen left side as he passes through here. Like take
okay.
the light that's kind of hitting there, just take that over this way and have it hit more of his face.
Okay, yeah.
And then, but the bigger one is, I do think we need, so especially the guy looks very, and even the girl, like even the girl there too, feel pretty green. And I think that we can go brighter and warmer on the light in the foreground here. Because
okay.
I really like, also like when he comes back here, it's nice. It gets a little bright in here. Like it's a little bit extreme,
Okay.
and also a little bit too much rimmy and not enough like frontal on him. I think you can bring it around a little bit more towards here. But the idea is great. And then it's just coming here. Yeah, like it's just like right now, once all of the characters are in the foreground here, they all feel a little bit gray, and I think we can warm that up. And it really, what I think it'll take is, it might be some more ambient light. But basically, you know what I would do? Because I like these pockets of light, I would almost just throw an area light up here, with a little bit of warmth, and just have that come down and like kind of keep it around. Like everywhere, like that's like start it just back behind the old guy, and then allow it to come forward from there. Because like think about like he's the area of the counter and everything in front of it is like on stage, and then he sneaks backstage to grab the popcorn and run out. So like it'll just create more of a lighting difference between those two spots in the room that'll make it feel a little more pronounced.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else have any thoughts on this? Yeah, I think that would be good. All right, cool. Oh, go ahead. Is that clever?
I'm picky.
Go. No, be picky.
I think there are lights crossing the wood table. Maybe there's a light, two lights crossing. I think someone called me. I went back another room when I got back here. I think the light, when you put the glow, the incandescence on the back, I think you should not put on the white. Maybe focus on the color, because for me it's kind of that the cards on the back there, it's too much. Yeah, and about materials, I'm not sure if it's intended, like you said, getting too green. I think maybe the old guy we could work a little bit more in all materials. If he,
Yeah. I need to put more work into the textures. Yes.
And the other thing I would do too is try and get an IES maybe on this light to get a cool pattern coming down there.
And I think there's no popcorns inside of the machine. Maybe if you could put something inside,
Oh, that's a good point.
look,
Uh-huh.
amp it. But materials, I think you have a lot of materials.
I didn't notice that he doesn't actually grab any popcorn. It's funny. I think I mean like if that's too much, don't worry about it. But because like from a lighting if you're applying for a lighting job, no one will really care. But it's more about the performance thing. Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the other one. All right. So it was the same deal with this one. We were trying to like create more of a stage there in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I think the character lighting, I think it can go a little bit warmer, but I think the brightness is right where we want it to be. I think we go brighter on the environment. I think the light hitting the, I lost my cursor. There it is. I think the light hitting right here from that same spotlight can also get brighter. Like, imagine, not quite that bright. I won't save that. It's too much. But like, the way that the ground gets bright around the character.
Okay.
I don't think we need to go quite that bright, but like really kind of feel the light on the ground a little bit more.
Okay.
I think that would be a strong indicator, and then yeah, I think we could start. I think we can start there.
Okay. Cool.
All right, great. All right, anybody else have anything before we break for the day? Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for letting me ramble on pre critique as well, and I will maybe I'll do that more often, but we will see, and maybe I'll even record it too.
Awesome.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. All right, take care, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, bye.